That's it. Nashville's victory. That's good enough to end this series, and they'll play again.
Gary, they just had too many weapons. I mean, they were too good defensively. When you win a series 4-1, you pretty well earned the right to advance.
And this series is over, and all the emotions, all that's been put into this now on the ice.
And they're drastically different, Gary. You can imagine the losing team, they played so hard to get here, and now to see their season end with these other guys get to play on, they are happy. The question is, when will they flip the switch to start focusing on the next round? They've got to start thinking about that, at least right now.
And after all the effort both these teams put in, they now go through the line.
Gary, that tells you about the respect that these guys have for one another. I mean, they got the favorable number. It's all about pressure. I mean, they're denying time and space all over the ice.
That's it. Nashville's victory means they continued a very impressive series.
And I really didn't think it was going to come this easy, but the way they executed, I mean, that went a long way to helping them sweep this series.
And for one team, they move on to the next round as this series is completed. And just by looking on the ice, you can see the winners and the losers.
Yeah, without a doubt, Gary. Listen, the guys that have won this series should enjoy it, but not for long. Remember, this is not the end of the line, and for the dejected guys, their season is over.
And after all the effort both these teams put in, they now go through the line.
Gary, that tells you about the respect that these guys have for one another. I mean...
And that's going to do it in this game. Nashville's win, they sweep, and on they go.
Boy, unbelievable execution. To sweep in a series 4 games in a row in the playoffs, it is really hard to do.
And there you see the story. It's in the faces of these players. We've got a Stanley Cup finalist and one team season ending.
Gary, you live to win the Stanley Cup. That is why this one team is so happy, and you can imagine that the other team has just seen their dream vanish.
And one of the great traditions, the teams exchange handshakes.
It's really what sportsmanship is all about, Gary, and hockey is really representative of that.
And one of the great traditions, the teams exchange handshakes.
And it's a terrific mutual respect they have for one another. But for the winners, the bruises, the broken bones, the stitches, all worth it.
This is the Conn Smythe Award. Let's see who our winner is.
Gary, when you win this one, you have truly won something that signifies you are a pressure player. Congratulations on this Conn Smythe win.
And now, Lord Stanley's hardware is out to be awarded. The presentation will be made to the captain. And finally, for players in the National Hockey League, the one time where they can touch the cup. And another great tradition in the National Hockey League, if you're a player, you do not touch that cup until you have won it. So for most of these players, this is the first chance to actually feel that cup over their head.
But it is this spectacle, raising the cup over your head, holding it in 2 hands, that every kid grows up dreaming about.
A photo that'll be seen on the front pages of newspapers tomorrow everywhere.
Gary, millions of people have posed with the cup, but there's only one picture these guys will remember.